they've been asked to postpone funerals because of organisational and other reasons. So some people are actually not happy that their own relatives who've died in the last few days have not been able to be buried for logistical and other reasons in these days. Not everyone is happy about this. I might also just make a more general point. Of course, this is a Christian ceremony. We're in Westminster Abbey. She was head of the Church of England. But Britain has changed a lot since she came to the throne 70 years ago. It's a much more multicultural society, much bigger other religious populations, Muslim, Hindu, and various other Jews and others. And of course, among the majority Christian population, far fewer people go to church. It's become a very secular country, England. So on the one hand, they're devoutly Christian and they want not to shy away from that. On the other hand, they're very aware of their kind of political role to unite the country, and they maybe have to be a bit sensitive to the fact that there are many people who are not believing Christians among her subjects, but both atheists and people from other religions.
And what we're seeing right now are different reverends and principal officers of different churches around the United Kingdom that are giving prayers there. And of course, as you mentioned, it's a very diverse society. Also within Christianity, we're seeing a lot of different streams, of course, of Christianity that are all represented there. And at the Abbey today, there's also, of course, the chief rabbi of the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth, and also representatives of other religions, as you mentioned, Islam and Hinduism, etc., and more, as the United Kingdom is made up of many different peoples. Tom, a word from you about the sermon by the Bishop of Canterbury. He also speaks about King Charles and tries to credit him with being similar to his mother in some qualities.
The difficulty or danger for the monarchy is that by saying Elizabeth was unique and there'll never be the like of her again and so on, they're making it almost impossible for her successors to be so, to have the same status. And for those people who think that it's very important to continue the monarchy, it is very important not to make it too much about one person, but make sure that institution is set up for many decades or centuries ahead, which is why there are 3 generations there, including the great-grandchildren of the Queen, to remind people that they've kind of set up the succession for some time ahead, because I believe that actually, although the media give you the impression that everyone's a monarchist, the latest polls show that 62% of people are monarchists, which is a firm majority, but it's not 100%, 62%. And I think with the impending economic crisis that's about to hit the UK this winter, there may be questions asked as to, they're billionaires, each one of these royals, and why do they have so many castles and palaces? Why are they so many such pageantry and expense? There may be questions asked. We're in the year 2022. Yes, it's good television. Yes, everyone likes pageantry, but is this really a modern country that's global Britain post-Brexit and so on? I think most people would say yes, but I think there will at least be questions asked, and the establishment are aware that they have to do some public relations all the time to make sure there's continued support for Charles, and of course Charles is already in his 70s, so for William and so on in the future.